She has to exercise within us the movement of overcoming. So, because I'm sad, because I'm hurt, upset, because if I don't overcome, I risk turning it into bitterness. And bitterness is not good for the heart. Bitter heart cannot perceive life. Bitter heart is focused on the same things. When we focus on the same things, when we don't expand our gaze, we risk unhappy our life experience. If we want a result, we have to fight. It's no use. Nothing will fall from the sky. Nothing falls from the sky. Faith is born from the ground. I think we reverse things, right? Our prayer had to be turned to the floor all the time. This is where God flourishes. God is the same seed, flourish on the floor. This metaphor that God is in heaven. This is beautiful, but it's here. Oh, it's stepping on this floor that life happens. The strength God gives me, the strength God gives him is so that we can plant the garden. No one promised that our life would be a flower garden, but God promised the strength for us to plant it. I'm here, thank God, full of health. Do you have my effort in this story? He has. But it is God's gift in me. Want to pass the entrance exam? Study. There is no such story, O priest. Pray to me. I will not pray if you do not study. My prayer is not for anything right now. If you do not study, you are no use sitting, kneeling before the Most Holy, with the book on your head. O Lord, helps me pass the entrance exam. Do your task first. Then you have the right to wait for the gifted. It's what we always talk about. We only have the right to wait for the impossible after we do everything we can. Now, there is another detail. She is saying here, priest, everything is very difficult. I know you are paying too much attention to what is difficult. Then everything is even harder. Guys, life will always be determined from what we pay attention. If you have a problem before you, you have two possibilities. Or you see the problem, or you already see the solution. There are people who only see the problem, then you can hardly find the solution, because it fixes the eyes on the problem, and there is no eyes to find the solution. And then it depends on how we interpret life. There are people who love difficulty. There are people who love problem, and end up becoming a source of problems, because they are not willing for solutions. There are people who don't know how to live without a problem. In my book, I'm going to release there is an interesting character, which she is made in disease. She loves to have disease. The dream of her life is to have a health plan. Her joy is to receive an exam in which she is precarious. Her joy is to tell the diseases, the no headache that does not pass, is the stone on the visit. There are people who like it. There are people who pay attention only to what is bad. But it can't be like that, my people. This pessimistic spirit only makes us see the negative side of things, for God's sake. You have to be a little more optimistic. You need to pay attention to the things that are good. The other day I received a very interesting email. They say they had 2 children playing on the ice. And suddenly the place where one was broken, and she fell and got stuck inside. And the other child, in the impetus to save the other one who was inside, almost dying, already frozen, and with a lot of effort that child has achieved, miraculously she sought such a great strength inside her that she got, even though she was not enough for it. She managed to break that ice with her skates. And when he arrived, the adult who saw the situation did not believe. And other people arrived until one of them spoke like this. How did this boy break this ice and remove the other child inside? Then the other said, it's because none of us were here to say that he couldn't. And it's interesting. When we are facing a difficult situation, it is very natural that other people, and there is always one like that. Didn't I say? I don't know. I'm thinking this business won't work. There's always a pork spirit ready to play a destructive phrase that will be discouraged. But no, if we do not pay attention to these speeches, we will extract courage inside us in a way that we did not know. So, my daughter, Sometimes everything is so difficult. No, not exactly this. It's just that we look at everything hard. It's not that everything is difficult. We look at everything hard. It can't be like that. We can be a little more optimistic. Difficulty exists in everyone's life. They are everywhere. Now, the way we face these difficulties is that it will make a difference. There are 5,000 people for 5 vacancies. Don't worry. See? 90% of these 5,000 who are trying this place has not studied the way you studied. If you truly prepare for things, you already eliminate most competitors, because most are more or less. Most are living more or less. Most are doing more or less. There are few people who are truly taking life responsibly the way it needs it. There are few young people who in the 16th, 17th year phase are taking the college seriously. There are few college students who are currently attending college with the discipline that the profession will require one day. There are few professionals who will truly be well prepared to serve us in their law firms, in their dental offices, in their medical offices, because there are few who are truly doing what they should do. Am I being pessimistic? No. Just look at how they are living, our university students, the way they are preparing for the future profession. And I always say, want to be a good professional, study well what you are studying, because you don't have the right to be more or less. You don't have it. My biggest concern, which I have as a priest, my people, is the quality of our priests these days. You, who are a priest, know very well how much you are required today. You need to be a man of wisdom. You need to be a man who sets a bridge with culture, with society. You can't evangelize the same way that they evangelized 20 years ago. It doesn't. We need to run after quality. No one is out of it. You in your area, you need to run after your quality. You who are a doctor, you who are a dentist, you know how much you need to improve for you to continue standing in today's world. Today we are in the time of competence, and it is no problem. This has to motivate us for us to want, recognizing. Even if it is the least, the minimum within us. We deserve to take care of this minimum. This process can be improved more and more. Increasingly increase our possibilities. And then, when we bump into our fragility, we have to learn from it. She doesn't have to be discouraged, but much more than professional quality, before it is our human quality. Much more than a good doctor, you need to be a good father, to be a good son, to be a good brother. This is what truly makes happiness come to accommodate within you. It is no use being done in your profession if you are not fulfilled as a person. And that is what we are talking about today. It is this human improvement. And in the college of life, we learn all the time. There is no teacher to teach us to be a father. How to teach us to be a brother? No. It is looking into the eyes of those we love that we will discover the right measure, the learning of each day, so that we can be a better human being in today's world. No more bad people, enough of incompetent people as a person, enough killers, enough thieves, enough of liars. Let's give this world quality. Starting with you, no matter how you lived until today, God's word to us is always optimistic. God continues to see values in you. God keeps believing that your heart can be better. God continues to believe that then. In this heart often marked by failures, there is a victory. Here you can arrive, just not give up. If something is worrying, the first thing, what can I do to reduce this concern? Is there anything concrete I can do? So, okay, you have a pain, a betrayal. Have you been there in the trader to return his trash? Do you have something choking, anything you need to solve inside your heart? Throw it away. Through words, a cry. Whatever. Some attitude that can this feeling of discomfort decrease. We need to do it. The same thing as the concern. When something worries me and I find out on that concern what I can do to reduce the effect of this concern in my life and do it. So I start to resolve to open the doors for this past to begin to pass. Because otherwise we will reply the experience that not worth it. We will hold on to the event that hurt us, which harmed us, and then we will live a continuous process of injuries, because there is memory grudge. Resentment, they only cause I have never seen someone healed keeping resentment. What is resentment? Resent. It is feeling several times. It's like you take a razor and pass it on the same place on the skin. It will never heal. And the cut is getting worse. Because you are injuring the skin, you will hurt. You will hurt. Injure. You will lose the opportunity to live the healing. It's not like this. Have you noticed that when you start to heal, do you do a coconut? It's not like this. Healing causes a feeling of itching, right? Within us is the same thing. You can observe. There are many effective situations. Sometimes we are starting to recover from it. Then you have that feeling. From time to time, to want to resume that they are the healing coconuts. Hold it from there. Can keep your hatred under control. Be able to maintain and under control their resentment. Can keep your needs under control. And then you begin to live the process of liberating the negative consequences that fact has caused you. Is life. Everyone is hurt. I have no way to create a bees for me. You can't create one for you. So, from time to time, people will hurt us with words. People will hurt us with attitudes. Now you cannot allow the word that hurts and the attitude that hurts will cause injuries to your being and take too long. Stay inside you, extend more than the time it should be. He reached his being. It was in the deep of his life. It was in the deep of his heart. Already starts to make a way to heal it, heal. Because from the moment you have a wound in being, you risk infecting everything. In affection, it works like that, right? From time to time, something comes, hurts our hearts. We lose their willingness to everything. Loses your willingness to studies. Why? That has an impact. It affects us. Now, the time that will last when it affects you needs to be administered by you. After all, it's your being that is at stake, right? And suddenly you start to do everything wrong because the being is hurt. So, there is always a hurt in the being that needs to be cared for. My people, this is an exercise of every day, see? To live the experience of being with Jesus is to live all the time to manage within us these healing that we need to live so that we look like Jesus. I want to look like him, but to look like him, I need to heal in my being many things that are wrong. Do I need, from time to time, to visit my past, to understand the present? Why are I sometimes arrogant? Is it at some point in my life I was too humiliated? And why I was too humiliated, I have difficulty managing the moments when someone disputes me. No one is by chance. The healing of being happens. When we pray, when I ask God to heal my heart, to heal my mind, these are expressions that we use all the time. But God often heals our hearts, heals our mind through our reflection when you begin to put your disordered feelings in order. When you begin to resume the harmony that sometimes life and events remove. And that's what I wish for you, that in your life today, your story, you are committed to cure the wounds of your being. If you hurt you, don't take it to you. Just take it as a teaching, so you don't do with each other. But do not allow this to become bitter. Sadness to be created.